What's going on, Pt.1 family? As y'all can see, I'm at it. Got to do a little spring clean and clean these pups up. They kind of made a mess inside their little old kennel or whatever. So what you guys gonna witness today is me cleaning up behind the pups, cleaning up my work, cleaning up in the area where I work at, or should I say where I be at majority of the time with my bulls. So with that being said, like, comment, subscribe. We finna get to it. Doing restroom breaks right now. On two of my bulls. Hey, that ain't why I let you out. What I tell you about that, you're not even gonna listen. You ain't gonna learn this. Ain't no bullies around here. You ain't nobody bullies. Get away from there. You're nobody's bully. Who you think you is? A bully? Ain't nobody scared of you. Ain't nobody scared of you, so I don't even know why you keep running her cage. I don't know what you're thinking about. Check this out. This how it's gonna go. The moment you go out there doing something you ain't got no business doing, meaning eating stuff off the ground, I'm bringing you on back in there. Letting you know now. Hey, man. Hey, you. Do you see what you're doing, my boy? You know you're not that excited to go outside. Let's go. Go. Hey. I got one in heat right now. So these old knuckleheads, man, this round of time that, you know, them old studs, man, they seem to feel as if they need to push their chest out to travel. You know, when you got females in the yard that's in heat, them studs, they seem to think they can just push their weight around. Yeah, I gotta let them know I'm the muscle around here. Hold that down. This is how this gonna go. See, if you don't do that, they're gonna run over you. I'm telling you, they're gonna run over you. So if you're in this way of life and you don't know, you haven't reached this point yet, I'm preparing you now, man. When you got some females in the yard, they in heat, them studs gonna be trying to stick their chest out, man. You gotta hold up. Oh, yeah, I'm the boss. You gotta let them know. Because if you don't, they're gonna run over you, man. They may try to, I don't know. They ain't gonna try to bite you unless you got some dogs that you very abusive. Then you may have to worry about them biting you, but I ain't got to worry about that. I have to holler at them from time to time when I don't want to, but other than biting. Nah, I take that back. I think you guys witnessed my regular pit bull. I'm out there bathing him. He want to bite. You understand me? I guess I was holding him a little too tight or what. I don't know what the case may have been, but he ain't never done that. He really almost found himself in someone else's home. Cause I can't trust him around my grandbabies and my baby. You know, at the end of the day, that's what he gonna be. Yeah, he gonna be pushing out. Yeah, we can get rid of him. But I went on and let him make it. I let him stick around. But we ain't gonna, he do that again. He on his way to someone else's home or to the pound. One or the two. But he won't be here biting nobody here. That's for sure. But what's going on, TBE family? How y'all living? How y'all feeling? What's going down? Yeah, what's going down? Let's see what we got on here, man. If the old trollers are already on my home court, you know, trying to sneak them in a shot. What up? Yeah, let me see who all done tapped in so far. What's going on, Gene? What's going on? Kia, what's the word? I see you smiling. That means you in good spirits on this bright, beautiful Sunday. Nerd, what's going on? Nerdy, what's going on? I see it. There you go. What's going on? There you go. What's going on? Yeah, I see y'all tapped in. Man, y'all let me know where y'all from. I'm from Texas. You know, I'm tapped in. Y'all witnessing raw footage of a great one. You know, tapped in from Texas. What it do, Dallas, Texas, man? You ain't too far from it, Dallas. You ain't too far from it. You ain't too far from it. Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what I like. That's what I like. Let me kind of let me clean this bucket out, put some more fresh water in this food bowl, and clean out this little mess he done made in here. Cause for some reason he the oldest dog I have at the count. He my regular pit bull. He really supposed to be my helper. I don't use him for nothing else. I ain't breeding him or nothing. He really supposed to be a helper. He supposed to be the one around there snapping everything that come around and don't supposed to be around here and keeping these knuckleheads in line. But he has a habit of taking his brain out and doing whatever he want to do from time to time. So, you know, I'm working on him. You know, I got so many dogs now that where I got to find some way to squeeze them in my schedule to where I can be able to focus on each one of them one at a time, you know, because trying to train 9 dogs at the same time, man, it just don't work, right? It just, for some reason, it seems like you dealing with that tug of war effect with these dogs, trying to train them all at the same time, man. And I had to learn that the hard way. So, you know, what you witnessing now is me trying to take care of everything at one, you know what I'm saying? But I'm starting to see now I can't do it. I'm only one man, so you know, I gotta start making time to where I can kind of, focus on this one without these other ones getting all out of whack because they seeing one out the cage and hearing them in the yard, maybe throwing the ball or training them to sit or roll or jump or whatever the case may be. Because, you know, when you got these dogs and they loved, for some reason, when you dealing with one of them, the rest of them feeling like they missing out. So they kind of be kicking up a lot of dust, making a lot of noise, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I gotta find some way to where I can be able to squeeze, you know, bring one out and keep everybody else in the sound state. You know, I'm learning, I'm getting this thing down, but I ain't gonna lie to you, it's a grind for sure, man. It's a challenge, or should I say? It's a challenge. It's a challenge, you know what I'm saying? But I'm up for the challenge, man. I'm in it for the long haul, so you know, at the end, you hear that's one of them think he running a show. He knock on my door when he want to knock on my door and trying to tell me what's going on. I told him, you in the cage, I'm outside the cage. You locked in the cage, I'm outside of your locked cage. So that means you're on my time. That's what I had to let him know just a while ago. He's still thinking I'm on his time. I told him I'm no one's slave. I'm no one's slave, man. So you ain't gonna treat me like you're a slave master, and every time you look at me and start think I'm gonna stop everything I'm doing to tend to you. Nah, it don't work like that. Yeah, he's in the cage. You let 9 dogs run around in your house. This area that I mean is an area only for the dogs. This is only because the home that I am. You know what I'm saying? It's a big area. It's a nice size area. You know where I got my dog's house. But my dogs are not fully trained. If you ask the question, if you missed out, I don't know what the case to be, for you to be asking about if they're in the cage or not. I just gave you the understanding I have 9 dogs that I haven't even trained. They not fully trained. They just know to come out the cage, go potty, and come back in the house. I haven't taught them how to behave in the house. So I'm not gonna let 9 dogs that I haven't trained run around my house. Why? Because dogs seem to have a habit to want to eat on stuff and, you know, do the most. You know what I'm saying? So I can't afford them going into my living room with expensive furniture and TV sets-ups and all kinds. I got 9 set up in my living room and got beautiful, you know, places in my house, you know, that set up real fine, you know, to my liking. You know what I'm saying? And I can't allow my dogs be running around and they ain't up to park yet to be running around. So to everyone that's against, you know, dogs being in cage, hey man, that's your reality, is my reality, is how it's rocking over here. That's how it's rocking over there with you. However you may feel, you entitled to it, no hard feelings. But at the end of the day, when you trying to enforce your way of life on me, and I'm saying, hey, that's not me, do not take it personal, because I'm not on your line watching what you got going on, telling you how to handle your business. So you know how to respect. If you one of those one that's against dogs in cages, as I said again, that's your reality. This my reality. But peace be upon you. It ain't nothing but love. Y'all already know it ain't nothing but love. It ain't nothing. But Leak, I see it. That's reality. Hey. Now for real, it ain't nothing but love, man. It ain't nothing but love. So y'all see me popping it. I'm going up through there. I'm excited, man. Y'all gotta remember, it's Sunday. Monday to Sunday, Theo, the hero, is in good spirits. So every now and then I may get a little excited, because that's what's going on within me. I got a lot of reason to be happy and excited about. So every now and then you may see it, you know what I'm saying? So, please don't take it personal if you see me too excited. That's part of being in the country too. See, I'm a country boy. A lot of people think Texas country, so, a lot of that come from that. You understand me? A lot of that come from that, down here in Texas, it's so big, we got to be so loud because there's so many, it's so much going on to where, got these big old towers and so many people around. You got to be loud, you understand me? It's a big land, and on that land, you able to roar and get loud, and, some of that stuff just starts sticking to you, you understand me? So, but I'm working it out my system, though. Don't get it wrong. I'm working out my system. I'm learning how to, keep it down, keep it respectful, and, keep my grown men on. You know how I go, but it's all good, though. Monday to Sunday, overstood. You on one, my boy. Monday to Sunday, man, we at work, man. Ain't no days to be snowing. Yeah, I know it looked like I just woke up. I did. Want me to tell you the reason why? Because I was up at down there 3, 4 in the morning watching YouTube. What was you doing on YouTube? What you watch on YouTube? Yeah, all these guys that's been in the game for a long time, kennels. And some of the stuff they saying that I'm taking notes on, yeah, that's what y'all got going on. I don't like that. I like this. Y'all don't like that. I like this. So once I end up building up a whole lot more of what I like that guys are incorporating in their program, once I end up solidifying things here in my lane, you gonna see, oh, bruh ain't trying to miss. I'm not trying to miss. So that's the reason why I study. I'm talking about, even though I talked to a guy at Killer Kenner, he was speaking about murals. And he have his reasons why he against the mural, and he don't incorporate the mural blood in his yard or whatever the case may be. And I really, I'm understanding the brother, but I'm saying to myself, what you may feel is a bad thing, I look at it as being a good thing. Why? Because, boy, it's something about the murals. If they braid it right and you mash them up with the right bill and stuff of that nature, man, I'm talking about, man, them murals, boy, eye candy for real. I'm talking about, you can see them from far away. You like, this here stuck. Ooh, what is that? That's what I want. I want, be honest with you, I want to be known for that mural in my yard. So, to all you guys that may be out there that's against that mural, man, like I say, that's your reality, man. That's what I'm trying to produce over here. I want that small, compact, functional, full tails, smush muzzle, a nice eye spread, shoulders, a nice rear, etc. murals in my yard, and I want that blue tri in the yard. I got some blue tri in the yard now, but she in heat too. I kind of spoke on who I'm thinking about matching her up with, but it was told to me, I may want to start putting on be strong right now, because she been giving me singletons out the deal, and someone's opinion said that maybe you want to, before you start thinking about going ahead and hitting up, before it reached that time where you can go and start breathing, you may want to probably put on that Be Strong. You know, I had been feeding them. They be strong, but they done ran out. So I ain't gave them none in probably almost a couple of weeks now. I need to re-up. So dinosaur is oatmeal. Hey man, you sound just like evil. To jump on to something else before I get back on track. A lot of people don't understand. Evil would say some of the most illiterate stuff that you can ever think of. Or you know what I'm saying, and trying to do it to get up under your skin, because a lot of time when people come out of their way, yeah, be strong is like a reproduction vitamin that helps your dog. You know what I'm saying? Produce more eggs. Yeah, it's something. It's like a vitamin. But yeah, man, like I was saying, even have a habit of saying anything to move. You're just like being in a room with some guys, and should I say, great guys. Even the one that's gonna ask the most derogatory, the silliest question ever. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, right quick. Hello. Yeah, even the one that's gonna ask one of the questions where you like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What I'm getting at is this. You it's like being in a room with great guys, and then all of a sudden somebody just say something or do something where you like, come on, bro, that ain't what we here for, bro. Why you even come here with that? You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on now. See, when they tap into my live, the trollers, when they tap into my live, they don't understand that they tapped into the home team. You on the home base. I'm shooting my jumper. You in my court. And if the only reason why you making noise or you trying to get my attention with the nonsense must be we must be up. That's the only way. That's the only time. Am I right or wrong, chat? Is that the only time when you watching the game, either if the Lakers playing the Mavericks or the Mavericks playing the Jets or whoever they playing? You understand me? Ain't that when isn't that the only time when the away team is making noises when they losing? That's the only time they want to kick up dust and distract you is when they lose it. So that's the reason why I always let trollers know, man, you have a place on my live, but we in the game right now, man. It's the first quarter. I just turned my live on. I'm getting a call. Someone called. Hold on. If you can't hear me, hold on. Call my other phone, Belinda. But like I was saying, isn't that the only time when the away team that's coming to the home base making all the noises when they losing? You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I always tell trollers, man, you have a place here. I'm here to serve the dark and the light. But in the beginning of the game, it's no time for me to be sitting, taking out the time, tending to your nonsense, man. In the beginning of it, that's not what it's about. You understand me? I talk to you after I finish planting my seeds and covering my seeds up and then nurse them. You know what I'm saying? And after I've done that, then I can talk to you and rapid cap with you and go up and through that with you, man, at the end of the game just to show good sportsmanship. So you got a place here, just right now ain't the place. You know what I'm saying? So all you trollers, man, y'all get a time, y'all gonna get a chance to shine, man. Just hold out, man. Hold out, man. You being selfish. You understand me? You're about to make me put you in the corner. Hello? Hold on right quick, chat. Hello? How you doing? Nah, I was on live. That's why I told you call the other phone. Because when you call when I'm on live, it mute the whole live. So whatever I was talking about, they can't hear me. Mm-hmm. There you go. It's going. I can't complain. Right now, I'm doing a little spring cleaning behind these dogs. They seem to have it, think they running the show, but they really not. Being charged. Yeah, I heard that Sabian, leaving Doc Casey said. Always teamwork make the dream work. They thought they was gonna do it early. Start trying to look and standing up and looking at me in my face, whining, like basically trying to tell me what to do. Letting me know they got to use the restroom. I already knew that I was gonna have to take them. I have to use the potty before I turn my live on, because I didn't want to be interrupting my live while I'm cleaning up and bathing the pups. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. Oh yes, they will do that. They ain't gonna give me today though. I said they ain't gonna give me today. Well, I'm kind of familiar with it. I be knowing I could have it falling for it too. Yeah, I get it together. I have no other choice. Stop it. If you don't keep it quiet, you don't keep your little high tail quiet. Cause that's the only reason why you making noise anyway. Don't nobody, I'm not gonna let you out and let nobody lick all on you and all that. That's over with. So you might well keep it quiet. Yeah, back to what I was saying, TV Inc. family. I apologize. I had to take that call. That was a very important call. But anyway, I'm starting to understand that now. So, I try to make time for everybody. I know trollers want to get their shine, get their opportunity to be able to think they can rough up somebody that's focused and aware of what's going on, fellas, you know what I'm saying? And that just, me, is one of the ones they really wasting their time with, because I'm a maintain my composure, keep my emotions intact, and I'm gonna deal with them accordingly. I'm not gonna allow somebody that don't know me or even know themselves move me in a way to where it makes me feel as if I'm on the wrong platform, because that's all trollers do. When trollers come along, they just start doing what they doing, trying to make you feel as if you operating on the wrong platform. You understand me? To where they try to kind of trick you out of thinking that YouTube is not a place for your energy, or a place for you to even try to market your business or your brand or whatever the case may be. So they just come along and start saying stuff that's out of ordinary or out of whack to try to get in your head. You know what I'm saying? It's like playing chess. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, to all my great ones out there, all my trollers, man, y'all understand at the end of the day, we all have a purpose. We all have a role, and we can't allow anything. I done answered the phone several times. You ain't saying nothing. You done answered the phone several times. You're not saying anything. All right. Yeah, we all have a role and purpose, So at the end of the day, it's if you get too caught up in trolling, you begin to start compromising your morals and principles, and before you know it, you become what you are putting your red nose on for. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, you'll become that red nose if you continue to think that you are able to escape something that you started, and think that you just gonna be easily able to just say, oh, I'm gonna stop doing that today, because you have to understand at the end of the day, when you start trolling, you're in Hell's Kitchen. So you got demons and Satan looking at you like, man, he may be a good servant of ours, man. Let's see how long he keep that up. I may need to recruit him. And then the moment you start keep doing what you're doing, and then you end up realizing that the demons are talking to you too much because you're hearing them, and you start realizing that too much negative is coming on your plate because you feeling like you can't win or lose. You have to understand that's because you open up the door for evil to come in and play on your mental, because you with the trolling too much. This is where they work. So at the end of the day, if you're not gonna be a servant in them, kill a shenanigan, man. But anyway, TV Inc. family, I told y'all it's a place for them. Right now ain't the place for them. I'm building with my team. I'm building with my family. You understand me right now, and that's you. So, the trollers, we gonna let them troll. Let them troll. You ain't gotta respond to them none right now. But if that's what you wanna do, feel free, but don't get out of whack. You understand me? Because the moment they feel like they get in your head, they feel like they winning. You know what I'm saying? So if you do decide to engage into a troller without your team, please keep your emotions intact, because once it's time for you to pull back up and sit at the round table with great individuals like yourself, don't be trying to treat us as if we like them because they may have said something that may sound similar to, yeah, we ain't on that type of time. We good people. We your kind. You understand me? But anyway, let me clean this slab off so I can go on and bring these knuckleheads in, because if I don't, they're going to sit out there and yeah, they gonna sit out there and find something to do. I mean, if they ain't eating up leaves or eating up something, they gonna eventually start. What's going on, family? I see ya. Yeah, man, I'm just doing a little spring cleaning before I pull out from the house for a little, step out for a little bit. Today's Sunday, so I want to kind of clean up what I can. So when I bring in my clean up what I can today, So when I bring in my Monday, I won't have much to do Monday. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you're witnessing right now. I'm kind of cleaning up the camp, cleaning up the area where I work at majority of the time with my bulls. You know what I'm saying? This is my office, y'all. This is my office. This was the dining room area. You know what I'm saying? But my queen allowed me to make this here an area where I can have, be stationary with my dogs. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice size room. Nice size room, because we really undecided what we were gonna do with it anyway. Because we just passing through. This ain't the state. This ain't right here. This is not the end game. This is just part of the beginning game. So, this the process. So this ain't what we had plans on being for the rest of our life. We planning on buying some land and building a nice, mansion on it, and building us a ranch in the back or something, something that's the future. That's what we looking forward to. But right now, this is what's going on right now. So, I just took advantage, of the opportunity that had presented itself with this being an open area that we hadn't made up our mind about. At first I thought about stationing my dogs in the garage, but, it's a long story with that. I had already gave y'all the run about that. But anyway, let me kind of go on and lace, clean this up, man. If I leave these knuckleheads out here too long and then they end up running to the front yard, I stay right next door to a sheriff, and then I got a whole bunch of neighbors that's around they iffy. I really don't know, and I know a lot of people despise this breed of dog, so I don't want to have these dogs kind of, hey, that's my final and last time telling you, I'm not gonna let nobody out, let you out, and let nobody lick on your little old honey or whatever. Cause that's what you doing it for. I just let you out. You and your daughter pooped and urined. So the only thing that you are making all that noise for, because you know them knuckleheads out there, and you think everybody finna lick on whatever you got going on back there. I understand you in heat, but that don't mean I'm finna use you. That don't mean I'm finna use. I already got one. I got a heavy load that's gonna be here in a couple of weeks. Then I got 2 heads right here, puppies that I had. They about going on 6 weeks. So really on cool, I don't know. You started giving me singletons, so I may not even use you no more. You started giving me 1 pup at a time. That's costing me too much money. It's costing me too much money. So yeah, you might well go on and park that. You ain't talking. That's my girl Sabi, y'all. She the first. She the face of the camp, man. She the one to put it down in the beginning, but she keep bringing me singletons to the door, man. So I'm iffy, man. Yeah, she got everything that I'm looking for in the bull, man. But I ain't gonna be taking no chance, man. Instead of spending all these money on pedestrian tests and C-sections, and she pushing a singleton out the deal every time. No, we ain't working like that. No, I love my dogs, yeah, true enough. But I'm in it for the guala, the Lucci. I'm in it for you know what's going on, TB family, man. We ain't just loving on pets, because that's what we do. We love our animals, you understand me? I love dogs so much, but I wouldn't have brought this many dogs along if that's not what I was trying to do, is make this a business. I'd have me 2 or 3 dogs and that would have been it. I got 9 dogs going on. I'm still counting. So we ain't here to be doing no just packing up a whole lot of dogs and ain't trying to make nothing happen with them now. And she thinks that's you heard, she's doing all the wine, and that all what she doing that for, because she know them knuckleheads out there, and she know if she go outside, what they gonna do on a little tail. You understand me? Yeah. I already know you old heated little girl. You know she thinks she finna get. Ain't none of that happening. You understand me? Yeah, for real, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This girl here, she thinks she finna go out there and let them lick on a little issue. Nah, not today. When you're on my time. I'm still undecided what I may do. See, I got a stud in my yard. Got 2 of them. I'm not gonna breed her with her son. I'm truly against that inbreeding. I don't inbreed like that. I'm not gonna breed the son with the mother, and I'm not gonna breed the daughter with the son if they had the same fathers and mother. I don't inbreed like that. Now, I may do an inbreed, like say for instance, the mother dog have a litter. I hold back a puppy, maybe a daughter. I work that daughter. She have a puppy. Then I work the mama again, keep a son back, and I may breed the son with his great niece or something, farther down. That's the only kind of inbreeding that I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna be inbreeding that close. And I'm really truly be honest with you, I'm really truly against the inbreed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really one of those ones that's a big fan of inbreeding. So, that's the only way that I'm gonna inbreed if I decide to do it. It's gotta be farther down the line. It's not gonna be too close because I ain't got time to be breeding like that. And then I got all these functional dogs, these dogs that's not functional and they got too much issues going on them. I'm selling to people, then they coming back telling me, bro, this dog got more problems than a little bit. That ain't what I'm trying to do. When I send you home with something that I done put my stamp on, I want to make sure when it's in your household, every day you're awake or every time you speak of my name, hey man, if you looking for a great dog, Theo got him. I don't need you to be saying, man, do not shop with that fool Theo. Everything he sells is BS. It's not gonna be functional. I don't need that. That ain't time. I'm not trying to leave no salutation. Nobody's mind. Not me. As far as all the other breeders that's in the game, if that's what they want to do, man, hey man, I tip my hat to you. But at the end of the day, when you come my way and you trying to get me to buy something off your land, man, and I'm already on to you. Don't be feeling some type of way when I tell you, bro, I've been watching you a couple of years now, homie. What you doing over there, I'm totally against. I can't buy into that. Oh, what are you saying? What you mean? Yeah, but you did what you got going on. I already know if I buy something you, what I'm going to be dealing with. You understand me? So, with that being said, family, I'm in this thing for the long haul, and I ain't got time to be playing. Every day that I wake, when I place my best foot forward, I'm looking to see fruit. I'm looking to see fruits in the end that's healthy that you can bite into soon you pull it off the limb. Yeah, you ain't gotta go wash it off. Yeah, soon you pull it off the limb, you bite right in it without being washed out. That's what I want. Whenever I bring you by anything from me, anytime I pull them up out these kennels and put them in your hand, they smell good, they functional, they got the full package. Like I was talking to somebody the other day, they were like, yeah, all dogs have flaws. I say, yeah, you may be right, my brother. But I said, what I'm looking for is if it is a flaw going on with my dog, it's gonna be hard for you to see it. It's gonna be hard because the dog gonna be functional, full tail, color, running around it. It's gonna be hard for you to define. It's gonna be hard for you to find it. You ain't gonna be able to find it unless you just really had your dog for a while and be like, oh damn, I never knew this about my dog. That ain't bad. That's the only flaw you're gonna find with anything I breed. It's gonna be one of those flaws to where you end up finding inside 10, 20 years later about your dog. And it's gonna be something so small to where you're gonna be like, I ain't never know that. That's really unique. That's what you're gonna do. You ain't gonna say it's a flaw. You're gonna say that's really unique because it's a stamp. And at the end of the day, a lot of times when we call something a flaw, the father don't look at it as being a flaw. The father look at it as being a mark. He mark his animals just like he mark us. Why do you think he got a birthmark? He got a birthmark because the father understands that I got so many creations to where at the end of the day, sometimes I got so much going on, I need to be able to identify who is this, and who is that by placing, stamps on you. You understand me? Not saying that the father need that, but that's just how the father works. You know what I'm saying? He do things for a reason, and that's how I'm looking at it. Anything that may be considered a flaw is not a flaw. It just probably be a mark. You may not be happy with the mark. You understand me? That's just like a lot of people around the world may have gaps, and a lot of people feel that with gaps feel like, man, I don't like this gap. But you got a big percentage of the world be liking people with gaps. Man, I like that gap. I don't like it, but I like it. You know what I'm saying? That may be a mark that the Father had blessed you with. You know what I'm saying? Me, that's really unique. That makes you stand out. You understand me? So at the end of the day, I try to turn things that's an issue into something good. Even if I am against whatever the case, whatever it may be, I'm still have room to be able to try to change the narrative or look at it differently. You know what I'm saying? To keep my peace. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, TV family, man, we in it. We in it, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Let's run this video up to like 100 likes today, man. I brought this in. I'm going to bring in my week with a bang. So, hopefully, let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can run a Monday to Friday to Saturday and back to Sunday. I'm talking about not missing a beat. Even if I just jump on her and give you 20, 30 minutes of my time or 15 minutes of my time. Let's see if I can reach 100K, or not even 100K, 1,000 subscribers before this month is over with, where I can be able to get back to my community. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get back, meaning once I reach 100 followers, I'm probably gonna sell whatever I sell, that dog that's probably worth way more than what I'm selling. If I may put them all, everything at a bando. It just depends on how I'm feeling. If I reach the 1,000 subscribers before this month over with, I will be giving back, and I won't be keeping nothing out the litter. I won't keep nothing out the, whatever I drop, whatever fall, you know what I'm saying, or whatever I done bred with, whatever, I don't care how much money I invest into it. I want to be able to get back to my people, you know, for sticking around and staying down with a great one, you know, and remaining great with a great one as well. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be able to get back to you guys by, you know, giving you something that you know is worth way more than what I'm selling it to you, folks, just to get you started. So you one day you can look back in the past or reflect on your past and be like, man, I appreciate that boy Theo, man. If it wasn't for Theo and the father, man, I probably wouldn't even be in position to where I'm really, you know, starting to see, you know what I'm saying, I'm starting to see returns from my labor, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, at the end of the day, I don't know what time it is, man. We reach one, teach one how to become one, man. We pay it for it, and that's just where it's gonna go over here at TV Inc., man. You know, I look forward one day of seeing you guys at shows, you know, to be able to, you know, shake you guys' hands, you know, exchange some numbers, maybe, you know, be able to buy something out your hand if you got it at the shows or whatever the case may be, because I am gonna be there. Yeah, I ain't been there, but I'm producing now. Yeah, I got some heat now. And the old China baby that I've been showing y'all the last few weeks. I'm preparing for to get on that stacky shit. I'm preparing where they just sitting there, yeah. And I'm sitting there off the table like, yeah, we came here, man, to come through, yeah, and do what we need to do, man. You pick up trophies, man, and keep it pushing, man. That's what we here for. So if you ain't what you here for, you might well get out of our way, man, because I ain't going to be holding, instead of picking my dog up, trying to keep him still and stack. I want mine to be sitting there on that table, not doing a thing, not with me there. Yeah. So, you know, that's my goal, you know. It's my goal, and I believe I'm going to reach it. As long as I stay consistent, you know what I'm saying, have my emotions intact to where I'm able to tap into my dog, regardless if my dog is not behaving right or whatever, like y'all see. A lot of times when I'm trying to stack my boy dog, he be trying to bite me, you know, but I understand, you know, he ain't nothing but a baby. He barely going on 6 weeks, so he think I want to play, you know. So a lot of people I had someone ask me this question in the store. They like, man, bro, I got a dog, man. The dog ain't no more than my almost 2 months old, man. He was like, man, I see you into dogs, bro. What would be the reason why my dog biting so much, bro? He like, my dog seems like she got unlimited energy and she want to just bite all the time. And I'm like, man, how old the dog is? He give me to understand about how old the dog is. I say, man, bro, the dog is just lifing right now. It's young, bro. He full of energy. It's like when you were young. You was probably doing a little bit of everything and trying to get into anything. You curious, you know what I'm saying? That dog ain't even been living long enough to be able to reach a point to where the dog is just sitting in your yard or doing things that you expect out of it. You know what I'm saying? At that stage, anyway. How do we know? By stop questioning everything. That's how you know. That's how you know. You don't have to question everything, just pay attention. That's how you know. You understand me? Sometimes sometimes the answer you may be looking for is not in a person's mouth. It's in their actions. You know what I'm saying? What I can say out of my mouth may not be enough to convince you. So in order for you to be able to determine if I'm somebody that's silent, is pay attention to my actions. Let my actions do the speaking. Let that speak volumes. You know what I'm saying? Because I can sit here and talk till I'm blue at the face trying to make you understand what kind of person I am. But at the end of the day, once I'm done talking, you still gonna be trying to rationalize. You gonna still be trying to figure, I don't know. So at the end of the day, I always been told since the beginning of the time, actions speak louder than words, man. You understand me? So all I can do is put it out there. If you don't believe me, just pay attention, man. You know, if you miss out because you being too hard on yourself, or you expecting too much out of me, and I'm not in line with your expectations or what you expect out of me in order for you to be able to say that I'm a certain kind of individual in your world, then hey man, that's gonna be on you. You know what I'm saying? It'll be your loss, not mine. I'm just telling you what I want to do to give back to my community. Why? Because once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I done got monetized. Now it give me another reason why I need to be posting more. Why? Because now I'm able to start reaping the benefits of my labor now. Outside the dog, as long as I'm dropping content, I can get a little check. You know, and it may not start out much, but you know, at the end of the day, it's gonna be able to start being able to contribute. I can be able to, fund something, because that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring it back to my account. Anything YouTube pay me whenever I get monetized, I'm putting it back in my account. And I'm gonna go from there. You understand me? Because I understand, it's the difference between the savings account. It's a difference between a savings account and a checking account. A savings account is only used for investing only. I don't know why people feel that a savings account is an account that you use for emergency. That ain't what a savings account is. A lot of people don't even understand what a savings account is. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to create a savings account to where I'm able to tap into that account when it's time to invest, to be able to see, to be able to produce or double what I done goddamn me pull out of my savings account, to be able to put it in, take out, place money here, and if it makes sense. I can be all day with giving you an understanding about my reality. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's a whole nother topic. That'd be something else, but that ain't what I turned my live on for. So, man, y'all like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna get this out the way because I got some dogs outside that I don't want to end up getting up under my skin, because I know I ain't got them all the way in warnings with my reality and the way I like things, you know what I'm saying? So they'll end up kind of, yeah. Thank you, family. They'll start getting carried away, you know what I'm saying? So let me go and knock this out. I'm proud of y'all. Y'all showing me something. Y'all showing me. I like that. I may change. I may go buy me some leg quarters today. Start feeding y'all, but I expect y'all to be doing stuff y'all ain't got no business doing. I'm proud of y'all. Y'all trying to earn a special spot in my heart, huh? Y'all let me know y'all worthy of being in the home. I'm glad to see that. Yeah, I want to say too, to all my guys and women that's out there around the world that may tap into this live, and even if you ain't tapped into this live and you tapped into my content and you reached this point in my video, I want to give you this here to help you with your insecurity. At the end of the day, my people, a lot of people may feel like when they see somebody sitting there having a conversation with their dog, like, really talking to them like how I'm talking to y'all, that this person been lose their mind. What the fuck? Excuse my friends, I'm working on that too. But they like, man, what this guy tripping on? The dog really dude is really talking to this dog. What's wrong with this guy? This dog losing his mind. And to them people, let them people be them, because a lot of them people really don't know what's going on. They don't really understand. See, they more in tune with the physical realm instead of the spiritual realm. They thinking that they the only beings that exist. You know what I'm saying? And when you begin to understand that we all have something in common, that's right, family. We all have a lot in common. You begin to understand that these dogs come from the same source you come from. And they placed on the same land you own. So depending on where your dog is located, that dog, if you in China, that dog may speak Chinese. You in Japanese, that dog may speak that language. If you in America, that dog may speak English more or Spanish, Spanish more, whatever the case may be. You have to understand these dogs understand like you understand. You feel what I'm saying? Man, you trolling right now. Like I was saying, you dogs understand like you understand. Yeah, we was in rehab together. We always in rehab. Even when you're not even in the building, you're in rehab. Why? Do you understand what rehab is? Let me serve this troller proper. Do you understand what rehab is? Because I don't think you understand what rehab is. For some reason, a lot of people look at when they heard rehab as a bad thing. Do you understand what rehab is? That ain't no bad thing, my man. Why are you speaking on that like that's a negative? That's not a negative, my man. You losing your mind, homie. If you gonna try to troll, make sure you troll with something that can disturb somebody that's in a great place in life, man. Because when you speak about rehab, man, that's not a bad thing, homie. We all in rehab daily. We all living and learning. It's a thing that we all wake up to and have to face and don't have the answers to right then and there. And then we end up going through a phase and going through some stuff that where we like, dang, man. But then we learn how to overcome that because we are not victims. We are not victims. We are victors, man. We survivors. So at the end of the day, we all in rehab, man. Regardless if you want to say rehab is in a building or rehab, however you want to look at it. None of it's a bad thing, homie. So at the end of the day, when you dealing with a great individual like myself, man, be careful. Be careful, man. Be careful, because I can kill your hoes. I can kill you with words, man. You understand me? In the most simplest term. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not here to be looked at like I'm the most educated person in the world. I'm just here to be looked at like somebody that that understands. You know what I'm saying? I have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You feel what I'm saying? So I always give it to you in the most simpler term, regardless of what degree of knowledge you have, what college you done went to, or whatever. I want to always be simple with it. I always want to be simple with it. America is the one that make it to where you got to be using all these whole educated words in order to be able to be a certain kind of caliber individual, man. The only great people is the one that make it to where it's simple. Is the only great people that in my eyes that I feel are great are those who are not too complicated. Who's not too complicated. Because that let me know a lot about you when you're not trying to, even know if you can be complicated, you just like to keep it simple because you don't want to ever speak from a standpoint to where it's going over people's head, because you understand that you're a servant of your Father's creation. We are here to unite with each other. We are here to stand with each other. We are here to grow with each other. We're not here to be looking down on each other saying, I'm the superior and you are the inferior. Nah, man, I'm not here to judge nobody, man. That's what you here for. So, with that being said, man, find something better to do with your time, man. You'll have your opportunity to be able to show up and show out, man, in the end of the game. Right now, I'm dealing with a great community, people that really tapped in for a reason. So at the end of the day, now for real, we at the end of the day, man, this is not about you. This is all about the ones that want to be amongst those that they are and oneness with, or those that they're like-minded. You know what I'm saying? The ones that stand for what they stand for. That's what I'm here for. Even if you don't even ever subscribe to my channel, man, I'm not here for you. I may not be your flavor. You know what I'm saying? It's a flavor for everybody. I might not just be your flavor. So I'm not worried about you. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're not my flavor, if we standing for the same thing and you just got a community over here and community over here, we all on the same path. So it all makes sense. All makes sense. I just may have a big nose. You may have a small nose. You don't like people with big nose. I may have buck eyes. You may have close. Yeah. So, at the end of the day, man, it's not all about pointing out what you feel is this and what you feel is that in order to be able to accept somebody, man. You accept people for who they are, man. You don't look at somebody's external and think that you got them figured out, or you know everything about them, or you think they ain't got nothing going on because they don't move like you. Everybody got different realities, because I don't want to pay 50 or 100,000 on no rollie just to pop it for the net. You understand me? Knowing it's gonna hurt me in the end don't mean that I ain't $100,000 guy. I just not have me man be in position right now to be able to get funky with you like that right now. So it's a time for everything, man. It's time to shine, man. You understand me? It's time to shine. That's why they say that's why if you're shining before time, that's why you're behind. You know what I'm saying? They said something other than that, man. But if you shining before time, that's why you're behind. You wait till when it's your time to shine where it don't hurt you in the end. That's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at, Nah, for real, man. At the end, that boy, he just ain't got nothing else to do, man. A lot of these guys, man, they guys that have a good personality. They have a beautiful personality, but they choose to use the gift that the Father has given them for the wrong reason. You understand me? There ain't nothing wrong with being funny. It's just a problem with being funny when you really taking whatever you using or saying what you saying out of your mouth to put somebody down, and you really meaning that from your heart. That's when it's not funny, and that's when it becomes a bad thing. You know, when you funny and having fun and being funny or whatever, that's supposed to be something that just pass on. That don't supposed to be something that sticks, and that's something that you live with in your heart, because that's something that that's what you live and breathe. You know what I'm saying? Hatred. You understand me? A person that's being funny, he understand he just being funny for the moment. And then pushes on. And when he see that individual, he probably high side knowing it ain't nothing personal. He's still able to look at you in your eyes and say, man, it's great to have you here, man. I was just clowning, man, having fun, man. You know, I already know you're a great individual. That's someone that mean well. But someone that want to be funny, but they being funny to try to tear somebody down, and then they show it in their behavior patterns whenever they meet, they off the stage and they face that person they was making a joke out of. It shows if they hearts are really not right or not. You understand me? When they see that person, you can tell when you dealing with somebody that's a comedian and mean well, and somebody that's a comedian and don't mean well. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these guys that come here, a lot of them don't even mean well. They goal is to steal, rob, and destroy. You understand me? That's the only thing they here for. Why? Because they ain't serving of something that you are not a serving of. So it's only right, or should I say it's only natural, that they be what they say they are. Because if they ain't not being what they say they are, they already know. They know I know. You know what I'm saying to me? They know I know. The moment you start acting like you want to get it right, you already know it's not gonna be no easy challenge to be able to get over without Satan feeling some type of way about it. He ain't gonna play with you, especially if he done stamped you and been stealing and taking from the rich to give to you. And then all of a sudden you think since you done reached a certain point in life, you ready to go and pull back and start serving the Father and saying the Father done it for you. Nah, he gonna be highly upset about that. You understand me? But you know, that's on something else, man. Let me get this out the way. I ain't finna sit here and keep entertaining these trollers, man. I just said that already. I'm tripping. Yeah, man, God is good, TV Inc. family. God is good, man, ain't it, man? God is good, man. For real, ain't it, man? But Father, but I swear, Father seems, but he have a way, man. He have a way of showing his creations, man, that you know you are being great. Or he have a way of showing his creation that I'm still working on you. You understand me? For real, man. It all at the end, it all makes sense. It all makes sense in the end. For real. Hey, check this out. It sounds like you acting just like my animals, B1 trucker. You hollering about what I better do and what you're not gonna show. Do you understand how many people in the world that walk the foot of this earth? Billions on top of billions on top of billions. Do you honestly think I serve you? I'm a servant of the Father first and foremost. And two, I'm a servant of my Father's creations, the one that's in line and understand my Father's creation. So at the end of the day, do you honestly think if I just told you in the beginning of my video that I'm in the middle of cleaning up, not showing puppies right now, you would get opportunity once I start bathing my puppy? I told you, everybody from the jump, that I'm in the middle of cleaning up. I'm going to probably let you guys witness me bathe my puppies today and stuff of that nature. Do you honestly think that my goal is to entertain you, my brother? You understand me? My goal is not to entertain you, man. My goal is to entertain the world, man. It ain't all about you, man. My people that's a part of that's genuinely that subscribe to my channel are those that understand, bro, and do things in a certain orderly fashion. We all have different realities, but we all on the same path. We do things differently, but it all makes sense. So at the end of the day, if you can't accept what TVE got going on or how I do things over here, that means you need to focus more on your count and how you do things on your channel. You understand me? Respectfully, man. Nothing personal. It just, I didn't even expect for you to even be speaking from the place in your heart to entertain this local joker that's been trolling. So that already showed me that really you more someone that's borderline. You in between. You know what I'm saying? Me, you want to be over here and be over there. You understand me? And you know, at the end of the day, I don't rock with people like that. I don't rock with people like that. I don't rock with people that's both sides, double-minded. You either one-minded or this. If you double-minded, you want to serve this, and this, get what? I'm not even with you, homie. You know, it ain't nothing personal, man. It just at the end of the day, I already gave my real, true subscribers, my real team players, the real family members, the understanding of what's going on way before I open up. When I open up, you understand me? I open up giving my community the understanding of what I got going on today. So why you gonna tell me something about if I don't show no puppies or you ain't gonna go to this channel no more? You ain't gonna have no other choice. But I'm gonna stay in your face like your face should have. Yeah, even when you trying to get rid of me, I'm gonna be on your For You page, man. I'm gonna stay on. Yeah, every time you turn it on, I'm gonna be there. Yeah, man, you can't stop God's plan, man. Get with it, man. Get with it, man. Get with it and get rolled over. You can't stop what the Father has in store for me. So at the end of the day, even if you trying to dodge what I got going on, eventually you're gonna say, bro, is study excelling. Man, this boy just went from 300 subscribers, that man is down there at 1 million subscribers. So at the end of the day, you gonna want to be in tune anyway because you're gonna be seeing this a whole lot of motion going over here. What this guy going on that I ain't got going on? I want to see what he got going on because I need to learn from him. So at the end of the day, my brother, man, stay blessed, man. You understand me? If you feel that you don't want to tap back into my channel because I'm not showing my puppies when you want me to show them and I'm in the middle of cleaning up, man, Tyler, man, holla at you, man. Go ahead, keep it pushing, man.
Hi, Daddy.
Hey, bro.
What happened? What happened?
Nah, I had one somebody talking to my line.
You trying to get to your daddy and mom about to waste the stuff? Baby, she trying to get to you.
What was that?
I was trying to do something.
She wasn't trying to get to me, she was trying to do something. Sabi, she's so focused on trying to be the center of attention. I just let her and Jade out went just a while ago, right? They done took poops and urine, right? So she started sitting here talking to me, telling me to let her out because she done know them knuckleheads outside and she want them to be licking all on her tail and stuff, trying to give, let them know, I'm getting close, right? You know what I'm saying? Because she already knows if she carrying her baby, she gets a special treatment. So that's what she thinks she's gonna do, and I understand that she on my time. You on my time. So if I don't want to do nothing with you, right now, you ain't gonna get bread. spending too much money with breeding you anyway. Hello? Man, I ain't trying to hear all that you talking about. Then I have another cleaning bucket somewhere.
What you mean?
Think I had another cleaning bucket I had for cleaning. Think I may need to look in the garage. Yeah. All right. And clean this up right quick for me if you don't mind. And put a little bit of this down and clean it up a little bit. Put some water in there with a little soap and water while I clean these. Yeah, TV Inc. family. I was gonna say I apologize if I apologize if I kind of go into another state, you know, when I'm dealing with people that's, you know, watching my plate, not understanding what I'm eating, you know what I'm saying? You know, so, you know, sometimes you have, yeah, fill it up, put a little soap in there, fill it up. You know, sometimes you gotta, you know, step out of your comfort zone, man, to be able to give some people the understanding of what's going on, even if they don't want to accept it. You know, I want my people to understand as well whenever they tap into my live and seeing them comments come up. I want them to be able to understand who I am. You know, I'm letting you guys enjoy the fruits of my personality. You know what I'm saying? This is my personality. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, as well as my reality. You know, so at the end of the day, you know, please don't take it personal. You know, I'm just being the greater me. You know, and sometimes when I'm dealing with people that just have a habit of trying to control everything, you know, that they don't understand. You know what I'm saying? It kind of makes me makes me feel like I have to stop what I'm doing to give them the understanding what's going on. Because if I don't, they're gonna continue to carry on. And if they do continue to carry on, at least I know I done took out the time to get them the understanding about me. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't have to feed into it no more because they already know what's going on now. But if they don't know what's going on, then it makes it hard for them to be able to understand who I am. So, you know, communication rules the nation. So anytime when I get off a bill, all because I done tapped into the lie to try to get a bill in with you guys in the middle of me doing what I do, and I end up seeing something that's out of whack, it don't make sense, and I start serving it, please don't feel as if I don't mean well because I have to be a certain kind of caliber individual because I transform, you know what I'm saying? I know how to be multiple people at once, you know what I'm saying? So when I turn into another person to try to get someone to understand, that's probably who I need to be able to reach them and turn that switch on. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes some people don't respect her. How you doing, brother? You all right? Some people don't understand that. Some people like, hey, yeah, what's up, bro? You all right? What's good, baby? Some people understand that. So, I have to be able to, adjust. I have to be able to adjust to get people understanding. Yeah, man, you got a brother in me, man. You understand me? I'm great like you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got multiple personalities. I got multiple characters. Yeah, I'm all around, man. Man, I'm blessed, man. I'm holding on, putting in some work right now. Just doing some spring cleaning, man, because we going into Monday, the beginning of the week. So I want to make sure I knock as much out that I can. So when the puppies down there want to bite on each other. But yeah, I want to make sure I knock out as much as I can. So when I bring in my Monday, I won't have to be doing everything I'm doing now. Because I still need to bathe my dogs. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be focusing on cleaning up cages and bathing my dogs at the same time, because then it's going to have me all over the place, and then I'm going to be overwhelmed and feeling like, dang, man. You know what I'm saying? All because outside of this here, I have my hands tied down in other investments. So, I got to make time for everybody, or should I say make time for all my investments, if that makes sense. Overstood. But let me get this out the way. I really do gotta I gotta run somewhere when I finish this here. I don't know why you doing that. I'm telling you, okay, I'm gonna get you out of the way. You ain't gotta run through. You don't know what's wrong with you. Okay. You the one that I heard being hard-headed anyway today. Eating leaves and stuff out there when somebody telling you to come on in the house. Y'all do the most when I ain't around, don't y'all? You think that's benefiting me? That ain't benefiting me, because when I'm on the road taking care of business, who you think gonna tend to y'all? What that's gonna do is gonna force the ones that don't mind helping me out. Think second about helping me out. And that's something I ain't gonna be feeling. Wow. Where you going, Bando? You acting slow right now. Going high, man. Acting slow. Ain't nothing new. Do you honestly think you finna go back outside? You not finna go back outside. I don't even know why you even jumping. Like it's y'all next. Ain't you next? Might forget about that. Just was outside. I don't know, TV Inc. family. It just depends on, it might be a part one. This might be a part one. I may make this here a series. I may have to make a part two. Cause I do really, I hate it, but I do need to take care of some outside of my my count, man. I need to take care of some outside of that right quick. So I'm gonna keep building with y'all until I finish doing what I doing as much as I can, and then I turn my live back on, and we'll finish the build in. But we're gonna stay tapped in right now. You know what I'm saying? You got at the end of the day, you gotta have something for me to hate on. You gotta have something for me to hate on. I don't even know you. How can I be a hater? I don't even know nothing about you. Nothing. A hater is someone that know a little something about you, or just hating because they just don't like you. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know you. I haven't took out the time to get to know you. I ain't went to your channel. None of that. How am I a hater? That just goes to show you have to learn how to use your words wisely, man. What's the use of knowing how to talk or know how to spell or understand when you're not even using your common sense, man? Use your common sense, man. Come on, man. Use your common sense, man. Make it make sense. If you can make it make sense, then I will understand where you're coming from. But you're not even you ain't even making sense. Really, you making yourself look like a real goofball right now. Making yourself look like a real goofball right now. You understand me? And this look like a whole, I don't know what she is in your profile, and whatever that picture you have on posted up. I can't even really feel you out or place no label on you, because I don't even want to take out the time to even try to label you as something. You know what I'm saying? All I can tell you is jumping energy. That's all I can tell you. You just jumping energy. You really don't have no purpose right now. Should I say you don't even understand your purpose right now, so you just doing whatever you feel is the right thing to do. And right now, that ain't what you doing, ain't even the right thing to do. You confused. So you don't know the difference between right and wrong. So, dealing with a person of that nature, man, or that caliber, man, is, I don't have any time for you. You can find something else. You need to go be thinking about how to learn how to play marbles again, because it seemed like you missed that when you was coming up as a kid. So you need to probably go get in the dirt, go buy your bag of marbles and get in the dirt and learn how to play marbles, because you behind. You missed a big piece of life to understand where you at now in life. You know what I'm saying? See, when you miss a big piece of life, and then you at a point where you at in life now as an adult, and you still on that type of time, that must mean you didn't get to enjoy being young and being a vibrant, good, You still got some working to do. You got a lot of loose screws you need to tighten up. You didn't get the joy of being young, so I understand. Go back, and I'm telling you, I'm giving you an understanding of how you can, clean that up. Go buy your bag of marbles. Go find you some land over there in some one of these parks or something. Clear the dirt up, man, and find somebody to play marbles with. That's probably what you need to do. That's the first step. Once you start doing that and you master that, start playing kickball. Once you learn how to play kickball, then it's time for you to start learning how to play baseball. Once you learn how to play baseball, then you need to start learning how to play hide go seek. You know the rest. If you can't figure it out from now, come back and I'll give you the understanding of what you need to do next. But right now, you still way behind the years and you're 100 years old right now. That don't look good on you. I'm just being honest with you. You family. If you tapped in and you trolling, you understand, you family too. Like I said, y'all have a place here. We family. I'm a servant of the dark and the light. So if you trolling, you're part of me too, because you taking out the time to engage into my channel. And regardless if it's something that I don't like, you engaging. So, that let me know that I got an opportunity to be able to reach you. You understand me? So, with you being here, and looking at a great individual like myself, it's only right that I teach you how to be an adult. Because you're still a baby right now. You still trying to figure this thing out. I got you. I swear I got you. Just hold up. I got you. Let me finish this here. You just make sure whatever you're doing right now, stop what you're doing, go buy your bag of marbles. And then once you get your bag of marbles, I'll show you what to do next. Right now, I'm in the middle. Hold up. I got you, though. I got you. Hold on. I got you. I got you. I swear I got you. I swear I got you. I ain't listen. TV family. I told y'all I'm a servant of the dark and the light. I'm not letting my dog people stay in the dark too long. I'm bringing them back to the light. So a lot of my dog people, they just missed out on a whole lot of things in life. They probably one of those individuals that been picked on when they was a kid. They probably one of them individuals that went through some trauma in their life to where they haven't shook back from, or whatever the case may be. I'm trying to bring them back. So y'all don't take it personal, light people, my light people, don't take it personal. If you want to help me do this thing, drop some jewels in the comment column, serving them like I'm serving them, verbally on my live. That's what we do. You understand me? We real people. We ones that, we salute. We really life, and we ain't out here doing all that patty cake, making dish. You understand me? We for real making dishes for real. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing cake. We ain't doing none of that. We making dishes. We ain't doing that for the dish. We already passed the patty cake. We making dishes now. See, they still trying to learn how to patty cake first and then make the dish. We already passed the patty cake. We making dishes now. So, with that being said, when we dealing with them kind of caliber of people, it's only right that we gather up enough information together and serve these kind of people, because they don't know what's going on, you already know what's going on in the world nowadays. All my light people, y'all know what's going on. We got to shine a little light on them because they dark. You know what I'm saying? So, as y'all can see, though, outside of what's going on, everything coming together, ain't it? It's coming together. It's coming together. It's coming together. I'm on the rise. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me get this live up to like at least 50 likes. The goal was 100 likes. Let me get this thing up to like 50 likes. We at 44 right now. Y'all help me get this thing up to at least 50 likes. Let me get that half of the 100. Let me get that half a huncho, TV Inc. family. Get that half a huncho, man. Y'all start liking this thing, man. Y'all amp this thing up. Y'all amp this thing up, man. Let these people know what's going on. Y'all already know what's going on. Amp this thing up. I need 6 more likes to get it like 50 likes. You understand me? my goal is 100. But if I get 50 before I end my live, this part 1, and start back part 2, then you understand me? Yeah. See, there we go. We got 45 likes. There go my people. You don't even know who Jesus is. If you only knew who Jesus was, then you would understand Jesus don't even exist. He don't even exist. Do you understand? You don't even understand what's going on, do you? You don't even understand it. Do you think that if Satan was the one behind that played a role inside the Bible as well, even though the Father word is in there, that's concrete, we all know when we read in some BS and something that's solid. So at the end of the day, we all understand we understand this. If we see that it's flaws in the word, you don't think that Satan is playing a major role and he was one of the most powerful angels that it was up there? You already know he able to put twists on there the way you ain't even able to identify it. So he gonna place a name and an image on you. Because he know as long as he place a name and an image on there, you still gonna be looking for it, and who you calling Jesus is in your face. The Son of God, the messenger, the Savior, etc., you won't even be able to identify because you keep looking for an image and a name. Come on, man, wake up and smell the coffee. See, that's what I'm saying. When you playing with a realist, you playing with a real, true, a servant of the Father that serves the light and the dark, that's a part of the physical and the spiritual realm, this is what you get. You can't hit me or come at me with something that's being this is something that's being passed on from generation to generation to generation to generation. You got to understand. In order to be able to understand every generation, you have to go against the grain. What you mean, go against the grain? When you go against the grain, you got to step outside the box, don't you? When you go against the grain from what everybody else doing, that means you step outside the box, meaning you're alone when you step outside the grain. So when you step outside the grain, you able to understand what's going on in the train. What you mean the train? And what's going on in the box is like a train effect. It's moving so fast. It's moving so fast to a point to where you being so distracted by so many different factors inside the box to where you can't understand what's going on in the box. Even if you have what it takes to understand what's going on in the box, you have to remember, Satan is very clever. So when he know he's dealing with some of the Father chosen ones, he already know he got to keep them distracted by things that they think is a part of them. Things that they think is them when it comes to your thinking process, your thoughts, etc. So on the right that he gonna do that. So, with that being said, at the end of the day, man, miss me with that, man. Miss me with that, man. Miss me with that, because you don't even know if you're talking to the king. You don't even know if you're talking to the Son of God. You don't even know if you're talking to the messenger, the Savior. You don't even know, because you keep placing the Father in the box. The Father working mysterious ways. So you thinking just because I don't have this image that they've been placing in your face since the beginning of time, and I don't have a name that you want to be the Savior name, you probably saying he ain't no mother, he ain't no Savior. The Savior don't talk like that. He don't do stuff like that. He don't this. But you got to understand what type of what realm we in. We in the physical, and we spiritual beings in the physical realm. So it's only you have to understand that at the end of the day, the Father is not going to move like you want to move. When have he showed? I think the Father has showed you that on numerous accounts that he's not on your time. When you ask for a mansion, he give you an apartment. Why he give you an apartment? Because he already understand if your heart is right, you're going to be grateful for the apartment that he gave you because you didn't have a place to stay. But if you ask the Father for a mansion and your heart is not right, guess what you're going to do? When he give you that apartment. Man, dang, man, I don't want no apartment. This ain't even me. Don't want no apartment. This here, he already knowing this. But you don't understand the beauty and the lessons. The beauty and the lessons, he put you through these things in order to strengthen you to be able to accept things that you're not in control of, in order to understand the things you think you understand, etc., man. This is not a game, man. Time is ticking. But you still trying to play these old community mind games that you done picked up and became a parrot of. A lot of you individuals, man, I'm not talking to my light. I'm not talking to my light. I'm talking to my dog right now. A lot of y'all are individuals that don't even care to even care to want to know what's going on. Why? Because you think what you got going on is the way. But you ain't even understanding that if you paying attention to the world, why do you think it's stuff happening more and more and more and more? It's getting more intense. Pay attention. When you get out your house, when you take out the time and get off this line and you start driving, watch how many wrecks you start seeing look like it's about to occur. Watch how many times you start seeing things, people blowing up about some of the smallest stuff ever now. You want me to tell you what that's telling you when you're paying attention? That time is ticking. The enemy understands that something is about to happen that they don't want to happen. So in order to keep y'all distracted and to trick you out of your spot, they got to make you feel like they got to make you feel as if if you don't be a certain kind of way, you're not going to be accepted. But at the end of the day, go back to what I told you from the jump street. You have to go against the grain. You have to step outside the box. Because when you step outside the box and you're alone, you begin to understand the difference between the voices. The Father voices and the enemy voice. The enemy voice is your negative thinking. The Father voice is your more high pure. That's your purity. That's where you come from. That's what you were created out of. So when anytime you hear anything negative, you have to understand this is something that's working against me. But you probably don't even know that, troller. You probably don't even understand that, troller. You don't understand that. You don't understand that because you too focused on something that don't even matter. What you mean? You too focused on judging me. You need to be able to hold yourself accountable first. Look yourself in the mirror and find the things about yourself that you don't like. So you can be able to focus on cleaning that up. And then once you clean that up, then you probably able to identify that, oh, he don't have no flaw. This is a great guy. Or if I do have something, you'll be able to say, this is what's going on with you, brother. And it's something that I can accept because I know this was going on. But if you all over the place and trying to tell me about something that you don't even know nothing about, because you don't even know who you are, then you wasting your time, man. You wasting your time. I'm telling you now, man. You wasting your time. I ain't got time to be sitting there going back and forth with you about something that don't even matter. I'm just sitting there building with you because I understand what's going on with you. You just don't understand what's going on with you. So, you know, at the end of the day, man, I'm a great one, man. I'm a true servant of the Father. I understand my purpose. And I'm every day that I wait, I'm trying to align with my greater self. Do you do that? I don't think so. You want me to tell you the reason why I don't think you do that? Because a lot of y'all afraid to living up and in line with your higher self. Why? Because your higher self is one of the ones that don't put up with the crap you got going on. Your higher self tell you every day, man, why is you doing that, dog? That's evil, bruh. I ain't with that. And you still do it. So what that makes you? A fool. It makes you a fool. What person you know not to do something and still do it again? Would that make you smart? Oh, I just didn't know you knew. So that's what makes you a fool. A fool is someone that knows something and still do it anyway. That's a fool. May the Father have mercy on your soul. And I can't even necessarily say that makes you a fool because you know better. You know better. You know better. You know, but I just, from time to time, TB Inc. family, I gotta come out. I gotta really come out to make y'all understand who I am. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people get so driven by the repetitive roles that's being displayed on these social platforms to a point to where they think everybody is walking the same on these platforms, man. Everybody is not moving like everybody you go pull up on channel that's emotionally disturbed to a point to where every time you say something, it gets under their skin. Now, when you deal with me, I'm a servant. I'm a servant of the Father. So when I pay attention to the dog, I'm gonna serve you in a proper way. I'm gonna serve you in a way the way you understand that this brother ain't even disrespect me yet. Brother's just trying to make me see things differently. Other people that you deal with that you probably trolling, probably call you out your name, oh, beep, whoop, yo, trash, you know what I'm saying? That's an emotional creature. That's an emotional creature. He's driven by his emotions. That's why he can't make it make sense. And that's why he don't understand his role with him being in power. There's reason why. Because why would someone follow somebody that's mentally and emotionally and spiritually, etc., disturbed or out of whack? Why would I follow you? You handed me, you sending me, you finna make me crash and burn. Look how you behave yourself. You honestly think I'm gonna follow you behaving like that? No. You all about self. Because I don't, even though you at the top of the food chain, I like idolize what you got going on, you all out of whack to a point to where if I tap into what you got going on and start behaving the way you behave, I already know where I'm headed. It's only a matter of time before I become what you are. And everything you are gonna become my problems. Why? Because I allow myself to be a part of your circle. I allow myself to feed on what you eat. I allow myself to react the way you react because I think that's the right way to react. So at the end of the day, I'm already knowing why I'm headed, behaving in that nature. So, you have to understand, my people, when you're dealing with great ones, man, we on a different plane. We on a different plane, man. This thing that the Father's showing us that people think that only exists in the fairy world. They only think this stuff that exists in X-Men. A lot of y'all thinking a lot of stuff you see the X-Men is not real. Oh, that's not real. Ain't nobody can do that. How you gonna tell the Father what nobody can't do when they in line with their higher self? The Father grant them with abilities. Bring out the best of them. They come from a major source that create everything you witness in these old Marvel movies and stuff of that nature. So you think just because you see it in X-Men, it's just something that you probably ain't never seen, that you think that it don't exist? It exists. And time is ticking. And you're going to see it exist. Remember and mark my words. Mark my words. Everything that you witness in these movies that's going on, man, this is not nothing that just a great mind than being created. You got to understand these are enlightenment. This is somebody that been enlightened by the Father because the Father understand the position they in. So he already knowing this going to be probably a source I can use regardless of what part of their life they in. If they in the dark or they in the light. He understand that he's so powerful and you don't understand his strength and understand his power to a point to where it'll be going on and you ain't understand it's going on. And by the time you put that movie out, you can't take it back. It's out now. But you ain't gonna understand that, man. You know, I can go on and on and on and on and on about this here when I'm speaking on. I can go on and on and on about this I'm speaking on. You know, and I know it's gonna probably be 100,000, millions, or maybe gonna be against it, but it's gonna be a big percentage that's with it. Because one thing I know and two things for certain. Just because you don't agree, or just because you ain't ready to stand on business, don't mean that the Father don't have a lot of creatures that's walking on the foot of the earth that's ready to stand on business behind something that really matter. So, you know, with that being said, let me turn back to what I was doing before the troller, brought this up out of me. You know, excuse me, Light, TBE family, excuse me, Light. You know, I got to shine light on the dark. Y'all know how we moving. Y'all know how we moving over at TVE, family. Y'all already know we eat. Yeah, we eat. We ain't doing no playing. We ain't playing no panic cake. We ain't playing no panic cake. We making dishes. Yeah, they playing panic cake. We making dishes. You understand me? Yeah. If it makes sense, if they hit home, let me know. Let me get that 100 sign up there, man. That love sign, man. If it hit home, man. You know, we ain't playing no panic cake. We ain't got no time to be playing. Time is ticking. Stuff going on in the world right now, man, that the Father is looking for. Yeah, the Father gonna need us, man. You understand? Look at my babies, man. Look at my babies. Y'all get on up in there. Like I said, TV family, I got something to do, right? This part one. I will be titling this video here, whatever I titled it, part one. So if you want to receive the remaining of what's going to be going on when I come back, make sure you tap back into part two. And then you'll be able to reap the benefits of seeing a great one at work like yourself. You understand me? Y'all know how we come. And TV family, y'all like that. I mean, y'all like this thing up, man. Y'all make sure y'all put y'all. All right. Before I leave, I need to see all my real ones, man. I'm there you go. There you go. I ain't yet to see. Boy, look how good God is, man. Well, Father is good, man. I was just for to say I need to see this video at like 50 likes. Soon I was about to say it, it already hit. Boy. If that's not power, I don't know what power is, man. See, when great minds get together, it's like they call it synchronicity. What is synchronicity? They say when two or more have gathered together and they are in oneness with the same thing, their minds begin to start dancing the same thoughts. That's what's going on. I'm with a great community. I'm with great ones. So we don't even have to be spoken on. It's already overstood. It's understood. It's all that stood. Yeah, y'all know what's going on, family. I was gonna say TBE family, I'm gonna tap right back in. I need to take care of this here. I'm finna step out the aisle. I need to take care of this. So I'll be back in y'all face like y'all. Or be back in your face like your nose and your eyes and your eyebrows and stuff of that nature. You understand me? But y'all be careful. Y'all keep placing your best foot forward. And do not allow anything that's on your external, that's not where you at in life, if you are way up here and they down here, cause you to feel that you're not a servant of it. You're a servant of it. And how you become a servant of it if you don't want to verbally serve? Lead by example. Lead by example. You ain't got to talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it because you don't want to jeopardize what you got going on, serve them by leading by example. Simple. I love you guys. I'll be back in your face after this next episode.